Hey mamas, welcome back to my channel. I am so excited to be diving into my toxin-free makeup routine. So I wanted to show you exactly what it looks like when I do a quick 5-minute mom makeup using all of my toxin-free favorite brands. So one of the things that I always start with is a good primer. The reason why I like this primer is specifically because this primer goes on very smooth, and if you have dry skin like me, it really helps to moisturize and also fill in a lot of fine lines. So if you have wrinkles around your eyes or you have areas that are really dry, it truly is the best primer that I've tried. There's a lot of different ones out there, but I would say that 100% Pure makes a lot of really good products. And you don't have to worry about forever chemicals being in their products. You don't have to worry about harmful toxins or preservatives being in their products. They're definitely a brand to check out. So after I put on my primer, the next thing I'm going to do is put on a tinted facial sunscreen by Beauty by Earth. Now the reason I love this product is specifically because it's super lightweight and you can literally throw this on and go, and that's all you need. But if it's a sunny day and you want a little bit more coverage, you can use this and then layer some makeup on top, which is exactly what I'm gonna do today. Now it's great for coverage, especially if you want something light, but it also protects your skin from the sun. So for those of you that have very fair skin like me, and you hop out into the sun and you get a ton of freckles, you're gonna want a little extra added sun protection. And what I love is that this has sun protection and coverage all wrapped into one. So after I put on a little bit of tinted facial sunscreen by Beauty by Earth, which you can actually use year round, I'm gonna show you what I use for concealer. There's a lot of different types of concealers that I've actually used, and as you follow me, you will get to learn all of my favorites. But hands down, my favorite compact, which is an all-in-one, is Piper Blue Organic Makeup. She actually custom color matches you, and you can have concealer, blush, basically everything in this one palette that you can take with you. And then one of my other favorite brands, which I'm gonna use today, is Araza. Now Araza makes a coconut cream foundation. It has all safe ingredients. Here, I can actually show you guys the ingredients, if it will focus for a second and show you. And it comes in a bunch of different colors. So you can also get color matched for this as well. What I really love about both Piper Blue and Araza is they have very good response times when it comes to their marketing team. Like, they will reach out to you, they'll give you information on their ingredients, and they're just very transparent. And that's really hard to find when you are looking for good, clean makeup. Now I'm putting on a little extra makeup than I usually do just because I'm trying to show you a full coverage look if you want to go toxin-free makeup, because one of the misconceptions is that with toxin-free makeup you can't get good coverage. You have to go with the heavy stuff. Well, if you've been following me for a while, you know that I used to use MAC makeup and really heavy stuff that would clog my pores, but it looked good when it was on, and didn't realize, that it had a bunch of chemicals in it. So I've opted for cleaner makeup, and I usually don't wear that much, but sometimes I just need better coverage, especially with pregnancy, melasma, changing hormones, all of those things. So after I put on my concealer, I dive into my favorite powder. So with the two different brands of powder that I use, one of them is called BU Organics and the other one is called Stouter House. Now Stouter House makes really good powders. I have a ton of sample packets from them that I'm not going to show you, but basically you can take your own, you can mix and match it, and then they also make things like blush and bronzer. So if you're looking for a safe blush and a safe bronzer color, they have a ton of different ones. You got to check out Stouter House. I have promo codes linked below. So today I'm going to use BU Organics. Now BU Organics makes two types of powders. They use a colored powder that you can use for your skin. And then they also have an organic face powder, which actually is like a translucent powder. It's silky smooth, it controls oils, and it's very, very lightweight. So it kind of just depends on what you're looking for. For me, I'm gonna use the colored powder today. And what I love about this is it's very light and you only need a tiny bit. And I basically just lay this right over my foundation. Now I already did my mascara this morning just to make myself feel a little bit more awake. And when it comes to toxin-free mascara, there's really nothing that's 100% perfect. But I do love 100% pure because I have very light blonde colored eyelashes. And it just works really well with kind of outlining those because they do have a black tea mascara. All right, now I'm going to use Stouter House powder. I'm going to use a little bit of Piper Blue Organics bronzer, blush, and then also some Stouter House bronzer as well. There's a lot of different ways you can go when you're looking for blush or bronzer. You can go with more of a dewy look, where what you're doing is you're just putting on a wet application, which I feel like sometimes is more potent and it lasts a little bit longer and it gives your skin a little bit of a glow, whereas if you use something dry, then sometimes it can kind of wash you out because then you're just blending a bunch of powders. Now everybody does their bronzer and their blush differently. I do my blush a little heavy with color just because I feel like it's something that makes me feel like it makes my cheekbones pop. So that was the Piper Blue Organics blush color. And then either underneath or on top, depending on where you put your bronzer, you can either do the Piper Blue Organics bronzer or you can use the one that you get from Stouter House, which works like a charm. And then my other brand that I just mentioned, BU Organics, they also have an organic blush, so that's an option. Now I don't want to do too heavy on my cheeks, so I'm just going to add in a little bit of bronzer underneath. And I'm using the cream bronzer from Piper Blue Organic Makeup. Put a little under my chin, a little down the bridges of my nose. I'm not a contouring expert, but I do know that with my shape face, if I add bronzer in certain areas, it really just kind of helps accentuate my features. Now you can leave Piper Blue Organic Makeup on to bake a little bit if you want, but if you have dry skin like me, it can just get harder to blend and rub in, so I don't usually let it bake. Okay, and then I have a Raza Rejuvenating Coconut Lip Color. This comes in quite a few different colors, and I love it because it's kind of glossy. And you can also go with lipstick. If you follow me on Instagram, you'll see that I wear lipstick a lot when it comes to my photos because I just feel like it really makes my lips pop and it stays on all day. But if you're looking for something a little lighter, check out this lip color. It's really awesome. It's really pretty color. And the berry is actually perfect for my skin tone. Now, I don't use an eyebrow gel necessarily unless it's like I'm gonna be somewhere where there's a lot of water and I need my eyebrows to kind of stay where they're at. So I actually use 100% pure Better Naked palette. These are the colors that it has. And I just darken my eyebrows with a little bit of eyeshadow. And then if you comb them, you know, whether you like your eyebrows more straight up for more of a defined look or kind of brushed to the side, I love it because when you use a powder on your eyebrows, it just looks really natural. So it still frames my face, but it doesn't feel heavy. Okay, and then just touch up my T-zone a little bit more. So that's basically it. That is how I do mom makeup within like 5 minutes when I want to look awake. I feel like I have some color on my cheeks, my eyebrows are more defined, my lips are defined, as well as I have a little bit of bronzer on. So this is the final look. Let me know if you guys have any questions regarding toxin-free makeup brands. I know there's a lot of greenwashed brands out there, and literally there's so many brands that you can choose from, but these happen to be a few of my favorites. So don't forget to subscribe, stay tuned for the next video, and I will be doing more makeup and beauty tutorials soon. Thanks for tuning in.